He don't punch no clock in the morning. He's up long before the break of dawn, and he's already turned the wheel on a hand-me-down tractor. Drop tape bales way out in the pasture. Another week of no rain. Oh, but he don't complain, 'cause at the end of the day, that's why God made a farmer, to keep us between the rows, to work hard, love harder, and you'll reap what you sow. So when you say grace for the food on your plate, pray a little longer, 'cause that's why God made a farmer. There's an old bump gate that still needs fixing, and a whole lot of fences that need mending. But he's tending to a newborn colt with a 2-quart bottle out in the barn, 'cause he lost his mama. It's 2 weeks to harvest time. The header's out on the combine, but he never falls behind. That's why God made a farmer, to keep us between the rows, to work hard, love harder, and you'll reap what you sow. So when you say grace for the food on your plates, pray a little longer, 'cause that's why God made a farmer. Another week and still no rain, but he'll never complain. He'll just plow right through it and go against the grain. That's why God made a farmer, to keep us between the rows, to work hard, love harder, and you'll reap what you sow. So when you say grace for the food on your plate, pray a little longer, 'cause that's why God made a farmer. Yeah, when I say grace for the food on my plate, I pray a little longer, that God made a farmer. That God made a farmer. From a dusty field to a stack of unpaid bills. Tractor payments 3 months late. The bank's calling every day. He ain't sure what he's gonna do. He turns on the evening news, and they bailed out Detroit, bailed out Wall Street, Freddie Mac and Fannie Mae, all while the American farmer was out baling hay. He ain't like those corporate suits, no golden parachutes. If his crops dry up or drown, well, it's all in God's hands now. The whole world's shaking in its shoes, but he just keeps plowing through. And they bailed out Detroit, bailed out Wall Street, Freddie Mac and Fannie Mae, all while the American farmer was out baling hay. The way that he was raised, such thing as a free ride. And they bailed out Detroit, bailed out Wall Street, Granny Mac and Fannie Mae, all while the American farmer, all while the American farmer was out baling hay. Out baling hay.
Outside of this one church town, there's a gold dirt road to a whole lot of nothing. Got a deed to the land, but it ain't my ground. This is God's country. We pray for rain and thank Him when it's falling, 'cause it brings a grain and a little bit of money. We put it back in the plate, I guess that's why they call it God's country. I saw the light in a sunrise, sitting back in a 40 on the muddy riverside, getting baptized in holy water and shine with the dogs running. Saved by the sound of a pin-found Dixie whistle in the wind, that'll get you heaven bound. The devil went down to Georgia, but he didn't stick around. This is God's country. We turn the dirt and work until the week's done. We take a break and break bread on Sunday, then do it all again, 'cause we're proud to be from God's country. I saw the light in a sunrise, sitting back in a 40 on the muddy riverside, getting baptized in holy water and shine with the dogs running. Saved by the sound of a pin-found Dixie whistle in the wind, that'll get you heaven bound. The devil went down to Georgia, but he didn't stick around. This is God's country. God's country. I don't care what my headstone reads or what kind of pine wood box I end up in. When it's my time, lay me 6 feet deep in God's country. I saw the light in a sunrise, sitting back in a 40 on the muddy riverside, getting baptized in holy water and shine with the dogs running. Saved by the sound of a pin-found Dixie whistle in the wind, that'll get you heaven bound. The devil went down to Georgia, but he didn't stick around. This is God's country. Yeah, I saw the light in a sunrise, sitting back in a 40 on the muddy riverside, getting baptized in holy water and shine with the dogs running. Saved by the sound of a pin-found Dixie whistle in the wind, that'll get you heaven bound. The devil went down to Georgia, but he didn't stick around. This is God's country.
Today as I was walking in the fields just down the way, I sat down on a fallen log to pass the time away. And as I looked around me, the more that I did look, the more I realized that I was viewing God's coloring book.
I saw a golden ray of sunlight, a silver drop of dew, soft white floating cloud sailing across a sky of blue. A yellow dandelion, a pretty evergreen, and some red and orange flowers growing wild along the stream.
And the more I look around me, the more that I do look, the more I realize that I was viewing God's coloring book. The grayness in an old man's hair, the pink in baby's cheeks, the blackness in a stormy sky, the brown in falling leaves, and the multicolored rainbow stretched across the sky, and the purple haze at sunset just before the night. And the more I look around me, the more that I do look, the more I realize that I am viewing God's coloring book. Then I turn my face towards the sky and say a silent prayer. And though God doesn't speak to me, I see Him everywhere. He is all around me, He's everywhere I look, and each new day is but a new page in God's coloring book. Yes, each new day is but a new page in God's coloring book.
Before he turned 80, he was sitting out back in a rocker. He said, "What you been up to lately?" I told him chasing a dollar, and in between sips of coffee, he poured this wisdom out. Said, "If you want my 2 cents on making a dollar count, buy dirt, find the one you can't live without. Get a ring, let your knee hit the ground. Do what you love, but call it work. Throw a little money in the plate at church. Send your prayers up and your roots down deep. Add a few limbs to your family tree, and watch their pencil marks in the grass in the yard all grow up. Cause the truth about it is, it all goes by real quick. You can't buy happiness, but you can buy dirt."
Before you get caught on that ladder, let me tell you what it's all about. Find you a few things that matter, that you can put a fence around. And then he laid it out. Buy dirt, find the one you can't live without. Get a ring, let your knee hit the ground. Do what you love, but call it work. And throw a little money in the plate at church. And send your prayers up and your roots down deep. Add a few limbs to your family tree. Watch their pencil marks in the grass in the yard all grow up. Cause the truth about it is, it all goes by real quick. You can't buy happiness, but you can buy dirt.